I like things to be super functional. So if there's a way that I can make things more easily accessible without having clutter sitting around, then I try to do that. So if you look out here, you can see that, okay, the toilet is behind this wall. I know already what about approximately is in this wall. There's a high likelihood that there's going to be a project in your future where you kind of need to know where some wires are, some wiring, whether it's electrical or some plumbing. I did a walkthrough of this house before they put the drywall up and after the wiring was all done. And it enabled me to have a good idea of where some of that stuff is. So going in here, you can see that outlet's here. And in here, there is a lot of clutter. So you have your cleaning products, your, toilet paper and plunger and, like the toilet bowl cleaner, all of that. I would really like to put kind of a cavity, like put a built-in kind of shelf unit that's in there that also has some doors that close, and that will just get all this clutter up and out of here. So
There's something about cutting a hole into a perfectly finished wall that makes me hesitate. But you have to crack a few eggs to make the omelet. I'm Kimberly, and I'm the kind of person who's always looking for smarter, more functional ways to make a home work better. I love solving problems by creating clever, organized spaces that people actually use. For this round one challenge, I wanted to build something that would make a real difference for less than $50 in materials. It had been a long time since I used my table saw, so I practically had to unearth it before I could get started. Once it was back in action, it was time to start cutting, building, and turning an overlooked space into a practical solution. Come along and see, and I'll show you what I've built. Work kind of like I had anticipated, which is covering that spot there. Yep, that works pretty nicely. It's going to be covered. Oh, looks like a good start here.
And then we'll redo it to make sure I have the height at least then. Okay, let's make sure this is level across, and then we'll do another one. Yep, that's gonna fit just perfectly. I have two extra knobs that match what we have here on the drawers. The harder, thicker things, when I have to use the bolt cutters, I really have to push down hard. But this screw came off pretty easily. So there we go. Got the screws at the length that we need. Now that has a little more, but I didn't screw it in all the way. See, that's gonna be enough to tighten that against the panel. So that's perfect. Again, most people don't want to take the time to do the prep work, myself included. I don't like that. Prep work isn't as satisfying. It doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere, but yet the finished product makes a difference. So I just want to take the time to do that with this. A candle, like a wax warmer here. I'm using that to just dip my finger gently in to get some wax that's already softened to really coat this edge of the panel so that it has a smoother glide on there. So
I think I'm happy with it. What about you? I think I need to start using it and fill all the stuff and make sure this other clutter is out of here. And then I'll be super sure that I'm happy with it.
Finished edge. Nothing sitting around here, nothing in the back because it's all in here. And you can see you have the toilet bowl cleaner, the solution there. And then I'm getting a narrow brush that fits right in there. So that's easily hidden and out of the way. We have some extra toilet paper. No gaps are showing as far as in the sides. And this closes and it's nice and even. And the wax edging was perfect. What a great idea. Rub it on the raw wood of both the panels and the inside track that I created on the trim for the upper and lower parts. Worked like a charm. So now it glides open and closed. Looks great, and above all, it's functional and keeps me organized. Clutter-free, baby. Exactly what I was after. Measure twice, the cut. Round one. I did it, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.